Doh Kyungsoo departs for Taipei, EXhOrizon is almost here. Spiral calendar May 2026. Round pushpin Incheon International Airport. Taiwan Taipei, Taiwan. Doh Kyungsoo, better known to millions of devoted fans worldwide as D.O., was spotted alongside fellow EXO members at Incheon International Airport, as the group departed for Taipei, Taiwan ahead of their highly anticipated EXhOrizon concert series. Glowing star the departure. The atmosphere at Incheon International Airport buzzed with a particular kind of electricity on the morning of departure, the kind that only follows when a beloved group of artists is on the move. Doh Kyungsoo, affectionately known as D.O. among the passionate global EXO fandom, stepped into the terminal radiating quiet confidence and effortless style. Cameras clicked from every direction, fans gathered behind barriers with handmade banners and tearful smiles, and the energy was unmistakably charged. This was no ordinary departure, this was the beginning of something the Taiwanese fanbase had been counting down to for months. Kyungsoo made his way through the airport with the composed, understated grace that has long defined his public presence. Dressed in a generously oversized denim shirt layered over a simple black crewneck t-shirt, with a matching dark baseball cap pulled low and a clean white face mask completing the look, he embodied a kind of effortless cool that felt entirely his own. The outfit was casual in its construction but deliberate in its execution, understated yet unmissable, exactly the kind of airport fashion that sends fan communities into a well-deserved frenzy. Every detail of his airport appearance felt considered, cool, restrained, and entirely Kyungsoo. Musical notes EXhOrizon, a stage built for legends. The EXhOrizon concert series represents one of the most significant chapters in EXO's recent history. After years of members fulfilling mandatory military service obligations, individual solo projects, and the inevitable pauses that come with the natural rhythms of a long-running group career, EXO has returned to the world stage with a sense of purpose and celebration. EXhOrizon is not simply a concert tour, it is a declaration. A statement that EXO, as a collective force, remains as compelling, as dynamic, and as deeply connected to their audience as they have ever been. For fans in Taipei, the announcement of EXhOrizon dates in Taiwan set off waves of excitement that rippled through every corner of the K-pop community. Taiwanese EXO-L, as the group's official fanbase is called, are among the most passionate and dedicated supporters the group has ever had. The relationship between EXO and their Taiwanese fans is built on years of shared history, from early concert visits to emotional fan meetings and everything in between. Knowing that Kyungsoo and his bandmates were on their way felt, to many, like a homecoming of sorts. Ticket concert snapshot. Event. EXhOrizon in Taipei, weekend concerts. Artists. EXO members including Doh Kyungsoo D.O. Departure point. Incheon International Airport, South Korea. Destination. Taipei, Taiwan, Taiwan. Fanbase. EXO-L, official global EXO fandom. Globe D.O., the artist beyond the stage. To understand why Doh Kyungsoo's presence at any event generates such an intense response, one has to look beyond his role as a member of EXO, though that role alone would be more than enough. Kyungsoo is, by any measure, a multi-dimensional artist whose breadth of talent has consistently surprised even those who thought they already knew the full extent of what he was capable of. His voice, a rich, resonant baritone with a warmth and emotional depth that feels almost physically tangible, has been one of EXO's most identifiable sonic signatures since the group's debut in 2012. But Kyungsoo has never been content to exist solely within the boundaries of music. His career as an actor has flourished with an authenticity and a commitment to craft that has earned him genuine critical recognition, not just the kind of coverage that often follows idol-turned-actor transitions. From gripping dramatic performances to lighter comedic work, he has demonstrated a range that few in the industry can match. Fans who followed him through his acting journey came to appreciate a performer who brings the same meticulous attention to every role that he brings to every note. After completing his mandatory military service, a period that, like all such absences, felt long to fans around the world, Kyungsoo returned to public life with an energy that felt renewed and purposeful. His return to the EXO lineup for EXhOrizon is being received by the fandom as something close to a triumph. The reunion of members on stage carries a weight and a meaning that transcends the music itself. It is proof that what was built over more than a decade still stands, still resonates, and still has more to offer. His return to the EXO lineup carries a weight that transcends music, it is proof that what was built still stands. Airplane: the art of the airport moment. There is a ritual quality to K-pop airport arrivals and departures that is unique to the culture surrounding this genre. The airport is, in many ways, a kind of stage of its own, a transitional space where artists move between worlds, and where fans gather to offer one final gesture of support before a journey begins or one last expression of gratitude when their favorite artist returns. For a group like EXO, whose global fanbase spans continents and time zones, the airport departure is never simply a logistical moment. It is an event. It is documented, analyzed, and celebrated with a devotion that speaks to the depth of connection between these artists and the people who love their work. Kyungsoo's airport fashion, in particular, has long been a subject of admiration. His style is consistent without being predictable, always leaning toward clean silhouettes, quality basics, and a sense of ease that reads as genuinely personal rather than constructed for a camera. The denim over black combination he chose for the Taipei departure perfectly encapsulated his aesthetic sensibility, relaxed, confident, and quietly considered. It was the kind of outfit that photographs beautifully without appearing to have been designed for photography, which is, of course, the highest compliment one can pay to an airport look. Taiwan Taipei awaits. As the plane carrying Kyungsoo and his fellow EXO members lifted off from Incheon and pointed south toward Taiwan, the anticipation among the Taipei audience was already at a fever pitch. Social media feeds were flooded with messages of welcome, with fans sharing their own journeys to the concert venue, their carefully curated fan merchandise, and the particular kind of overwhelmed excitement that attends the imminent arrival of a group you have waited a very long time to see in person. The EXhOrizon concerts in Taipei promise to be an extraordinary experience, a night, or rather a weekend, defined by the power of live performance, the magic of a group performing together at the peak of their chemistry, and the irreplaceable energy of a crowd that has shown up to give everything back to the artists who have given them so much. EXO on stage is a different proposition from EXO in a studio or in a music video. There is an immediacy, a spontaneity, and a warmth to their live performances that has always set them apart. Taipei is about to feel that firsthand. For Doh Kyungsoo, a man of few words and countless emotions, the stage is always where everything makes the most sense. As the lights go down in Taipei and the first notes rise, everything that the journey involved, the early mornings, the airport crowds, the long flights, the months of preparation, will collapse into a single, shared moment. And in that moment, as it always does with EXO, everything will have been worth it. Mike Fire Taiwan. Entertainment Coverage 2026.